Germany another step
Germany
in
marks
its
a
nuclear
historic turning
phase.
point in its decades-long debate over nuclear energy. In Gundremmingen, the once towering symbols of power, two massive cooling towers, have been reduced to dust in memory. The controlled demolition marks the physical end of one of the nation's largest nuclear power plants, and with it, an era that shaped modern Germany's energy landscape. As dawn broke, crowds gathered at a safe distance. Families, former workers, and lifelong residents stood silently, waiting for the moment that would redefine their skyline. When the countdown began, a hush fell over the crowd. Seconds later, thunderous explosions echoed across the Bavarian countryside. The towers crumbled in perfect symmetry, sending a huge plume of smoke into the morning sky. For many, the moment was both mesmerizing and heartbreaking. The Gundremmingen plant had been a cornerstone of Germany's nuclear network since the late 1960s, once generating enough power to light millions of homes. But after the Fukushima disaster in 2011, Germany accelerated its plan to phase out nuclear energy entirely, a decision that has divided public opinion ever since. Supporters of the phase-out see today's demolition as a proud milestone, proof that Germany is staying true to its environmental commitments. They believe renewable energy is the path forward, one that will secure a cleaner, safer future for generations to come. But not everyone shares that optimism. Just beyond the demolition zone, pro-nuclear activists rallied in protest, carrying signs reading "nuclear energy? Yes, please." They warned that abandoning nuclear power is Germany's biggest policy mistake, one that could leave the nation vulnerable amid rising global energy costs. Energy experts say the debate is far from over. As Europe grapples with high electricity prices and energy shortages, some question whether Germany's transition to renewables can keep up with demand. The dismantling of Gundremmingen is both symbolic and practical, removing infrastructure, but also reigniting an old argument about energy independence, climate goals, and national security.
For me, I have to be honest. And I only saw the first tower. I didn't see the second one at all. I just saw the big cloud. But it's still very emotional for me. It's a great landmark, and now it's history.
This is not necessarily about nuclear power plants, but rather about the cooling towers. And it has nothing to do with being for or against nuclear power. It has nothing to do with that at all. I spoke with some opponents of nuclear power today, and I spoke with supporters of nuclear power. The mood is similar everywhere. A piece of home is being lost, and that is the situation.
And it is indeed significant in that a small landmark is being lost. The cooling towers were a symbol of the nuclear power plant, which was shut down 4 years ago. And now you can see from the outside that the dismantling process is indeed progressing, and that it will eventually disappear.
The controlled demolition, carried out by energy company RWE, was months in the planning. Engineers worked with precision to ensure safety and environmental compliance. Within seconds, decades of history vanished. But the dust clouds rising over Gundremmingen seemed to carry a message. Progress often comes at a price. As the dust settled, silence returned to the crowd. Some clapped, others simply turned away. The empty horizon now stands as both a reminder of Germany's past and a question mark for its future. Will renewable energy truly sustain one of Europe's most powerful economies? Or will the loss of nuclear energy leave the country exposed in times of crisis? For now, the answers remain uncertain. What is certain is that a chapter of German history has closed. The cooling towers that once defined the skyline of Gundremmingen are gone, and with them, a generation's connection to the atomic age. As Germany moves toward a greener tomorrow, the echoes of today's demolition will linger, a symbol of change, sacrifice, and the nation's determination to reshape its energy destiny.